Well, welcome back to Everyday Iowa. From Iowa and Back, the Vietnam Era, a feature-length documentary will be screening this weekend for free at Brucemore as part of their Artisan program. And joining us is the filmmaker himself, Jeremy Glazier. Hi, thank you for being here.
Hi, thanks for inviting me on.
Yes, well, let's talk about the film and what it explores and the inspiration behind it.
Okay, so the inspiration was my dad. He served from 71 to 79. And so I'd always kind of, respected his service, and that really was a source of pride for us. So anyway, as he got a little bit older, he had some issues with dementia at one point, lost his ability to talk, and so this was a project that I wanted to do. And so I was like, well, I kind of need to get on this quick before, anything else happens. So, yeah, so my goal, I guess, was to just tell Iowa stories. Guys like my dad and friends' dads who grew up here in Iowa and went to serve their country and then came home to build a life.
Right. And so how many subjects do you have in this film?
I think we ended up with 16. Wow. Somewhere around there. Yeah.
And how long did this from start to finish take?
Oh, I've been working on this for probably about 3 years.
And did your dad get to see the film?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he passed away a year ago on the 19th. So.
But he's the cover of the film.
Yes, yep, he's on the cover.
Him.
That's him, yeah.
Well, tell me about the collaboration between Brucemore and you.
Yeah, that's been super important. Brucemore really works with a lot of Iowa artists. That's the point of the Artisan Studio. And they kind of bring you in and help you. They work with you to produce what you're already doing. So they give you a lot of the assets that you need that for artists sometimes is really difficult to.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're trying to balance a job and a family and you want to get this project done. So we started about a year ago, and it's just been absolutely incredible working with them. They have so many great people and so many great resources that it's great to see it actually come to fruition.
Yes, I know that must be incredibly exciting. And people will be able to see it this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it premieres on Friday. 7 o'clock is our premiere. And then there's 2 showings on Saturday, 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock, I believe. And then Sunday, another one at 2 o'clock. Doors will open a half hour before, so you can come in. I have, part of the project was I took a portrait of the guys as well.
Right, so there's a gallery.
Yeah, so there's a gallery. There will be some displays there. And then we can go in and watch the finished film.
It is a feature length, but did it start as a short film?
Yeah, so actually earlier this year we submitted it to, I think, 4 different film festivals in short film version. It got accepted at 2 so far, and ours already won an award at 1, so it's great.
Wow, congrats, that's wonderful. Why is this story so important to you? And I mean, of course, there's so many stories about veterans and taking care of them when they come back from war.
Yep. Well, growing up as a Gen Xer, we kind of grew up knowing those stories. Like, obviously my dad served during that time. A lot of our dads did, but a lot of the focus has always been on World War II veterans, which, they obviously did some fantastic stuff as well. But the Vietnam guys just kind of always got pushed to the side, I think, and I still think it's kind of that way. So it was really important for me to be able to at least hear some of their stories and tell some of what they went through and
absolutely
how they experienced life. Absolutely.
How long is the film?
At this point, I'm not 100% sure because we're still finalizing some stuff.
That's great.
Yeah, I was just looking at some stuff this morning.
Right, that's great. And so your father is from Iowa originally, and you
grew up here. When he went into the service, my sister and I were actually born in Japan on an Air Force base.
Really?
Spent 4 years there and then came back, and then he came back to Cedar Rapids and built his life here.
Wow. That's wonderful. It's wonderful that you're telling this story, and you can see it 4 times this weekend.
Yep, 4 times. At
the Brucemore Carriage House, and you can get all the information on brucemore.org. And Jeremy, you have a website. Are you working on anything else, or are you upcoming?
Yeah, there's always more projects in the works. It was great that Brucemore was able to help me push this one through and get it finalized, so now I kind of have the tools I need to move on to the various other ones I have in the works.
How long have you been a filmmaker?
Well, I've been doing documentary stuff probably for the past like 3 years.
Okay.
Just, you know, kind of working on projects, and this is the
Yeah.
first one that's actually been pushed all the way through, so.
Well, that's
it's
really
fantastic.
interesting to tell people's stories, and I'm sure get a look inside their lives.
Yeah.
And then now you can see it all come to
Yeah.
fruition. So
It's
thank you so
wonderful.
much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me on.
Yes.